Okay, so going to look at Kneebar from half guard top, and we'll also look at from kind of over under pass position. Anytime your opponent's leg is between your legs, you can sort of hit the knee bar or attack the knee bar. So let's just say we're playing Henry Akins' game, my elbow's on this side, and I'm walking my foot up to try and either mount or get side control. More than likely, Matthew's going to make a triangle on this leg, and if he knows jiu-jitsu, he'll probably be trying to keep this above the knee line. Perfect. So again, from there, Henry Akins likes to hit this move when the opponent's flat on their back, but sometimes you might have to make a little adjustment by turning onto your side. So anytime we're here, okay, one thing I can do from this position is control Matthew's hip to keep him flat on my back. And now my right hook's in, I'm just going to reinforce it with my left, move my hips down, and just basically drive into the knee bar position. His knees pointing up at this stage. And again, I'll be keeping all my weight on Matthew's left hip to try and keep it flat. Now sometimes you're late there, and if I haven't pinned this and Matthew does a little bit of a turn there, one thing I like to do is, if he's on his side, is my hand will come inside, and now from there I'll shelf with my left knee coming underneath his knee, and now I can kind of pull this leg back and engage my hip. Notice the difference now as his knees pointing to the side. Controlling that leg is a big thing, because if I don't and he puts his foot on the mat, even without that, just put your foot on the mat, you can shrimp and kind of mess with my base. Whereas if I have this off the mat and I'm in and you try to shrimp from here, it's very, very difficult. I'm just curling that back. Just get another angle on that. So we have two variations on that. We can do it from just your basic half guard where your opponent is flat. And again, Matthew's triangle his legs. I'm looking to walk my foot up, trying to either mount or get side control. So if his back is flat on the mat, I can just pin that hip. Again, my weight will be receding down a little bit. It is a sort of adjusting, making slight adjustments. It depends on the size of your partner, what length his leg is. You'll find that bite. So sometimes I'll have to move my body down a little bit. So the leg that's in the half guard is just going to come down and try and find the ankle. I reinforce it with my other leg, so my legs are crossed. And now it's all about, I'm keeping my right hip over Matthew's left hip, and now I'm just engaging my hips, trying to get that knee bar. If he maybe does a slight bump and turns onto the side, my free right hand's coming underneath to stop the shrimp, and now my left thigh comes under his leg to put tension in it, and now my right leg is going to bend back and I just engage my hips. Just turn this way, bro. See what I'm doing at the back. So we're here. So the first one is he's flat on his back. He's made that triangle. Okay, I'm thinking about keeping this hip on the mat, so I'm receding my weight down. Right leg's coming down to the end of the lever. Reinforced with my left. His knees pointing up, and now I'm just engaging my hips and trying to keep this hip on the mat. If he does a slight bump and I feel he's turned his knee, I can bring my thigh inside his knee. I'll underhook this leg, and then instead of crossed ankles, I'll bring my other leg down and start to walk his knee out this way. It's just a feel thing, and sometimes you lose it, but you can use just the thread of the knee bar then to just pass his guard.